is data driven decision making. Earlier in IT, we used to have two kind of fields. Either we were in services or we were in products, right? Either we used to create a product and we used to sell that product and earn money out of that. For example, Microsoft Office, right? Microsoft created that office. It is being licensed and used by other organizations, and Microsoft gets money out of that. And other part of the world was services. For example, we are a consulting organization like say TCS. Then we are solving problems of other organizations, right? We have different clients, we are solving their problems and we are getting money out of that. We are creating a website for them, we are creating a product for them, we are creating an app for them, right? Anything we were doing, right? So the IT was divided into two worlds, right? Product and services, right? But now, if we go down 10 years from now, you won't. Internet was not a big thing, right? We used to go to cyber cafes to access internet. There was no term like social media, right? Orkut came as the first thing in India as a social media platform where everyone can get together. And there was no term like e-commerce, right? Online shopping was not a trend, right? So everything has happened in last 10 years, right? The term customer has evolved in last 10 years only, right? So data has been generated in huge amount, right? The volume and velocity of data was never there earlier, which has been created in last 10 years. So now companies understood that data can also help us in earning a lot of money and in solving a lot of problems. Earlier we used to get money from product and services. Now data is another channel through which we can earn money, and data exists everywhere with every company, right? There's no organization that doesn't have data, right? Every company is having data in any kind, in some form of the other, right? For example, I'm Uber, I'll have my data of my customers. I'm Swiggy or Zomato, I'll have customers data with me as well. I am Facebook, I have tons of data with me. I am Microsoft, I have tons of data with me. I am Amazon, right? People are shopping over there, I'll have huge amount of data, right? Every company has data or a product which is helping them to generate data, right? So now everyone has data, everyone has customers. How can we leverage that data and get money out of that? How can we solve different problems using that data? How can we reduce our cost using that data? How can we increase our revenues using that data? How can we increase our profitability using that data? This is what data science is. Analyzing the data and coming up with some insights out of that. How those insights can look in future, this is what we can do with data science, right? We are trying to predict what is going to happen in future using that data. So we are doing a lot of forecasting, we are doing a lot of predictions basis on data, right? So if we are able to do forecasting or predictions, right, agar hum future predict karna shuru kar diya agar humne, so then there can't be anything powerful than that, right? If I know what will be my customer size uh, after a year, who will be those customers who will be leaving. For example, I am Airtel, every year lot of customers leave and join different providers, my competitors, Jio or Vodafone or Airtel, right? Now if I know every year some 10 lakh customers leave, right? But i have I have 5 crore customers. How can I understand who will be those 10 lakh customers who will be leaving me in next 1 year, right? Every year, roughly around 10 lakh customers leave, for example, right? Who will be those customers who will be leaving in next 1 year from the current customers I have? How will I predict that out of a huge pool of customers I have? That is the power of data science. Due to data science, due to machine learning, we are able to predict who is going to do what. And if we are aware of who is going to do what, we can do a lot of things out of that, right? If I know who will be interested out of the 16 people who have joined this course, I'll be focused more on people who are interested in course, and I'll focus more on people who are not that much interested, so that people who are interested will have a separate pool, but people who don't have that much interest, I can generate their interest, right? So this is the power of data science. What will be the revenue of my company after 1 year, right? All these things we can do using data science. Which customer is going to give me how much money? If I have uh, if I have, I'm Big Bazaar, I'm going to launch a campaign, right? I have a budget of say 500 rupees, and I have to call my customers, and for each call, it charges me 1 rupees per call, right? So I have 1,000 customers, but I have budget of 500 rupees only. So I can target 500 customers only, right? But objective of campaign or promotion is to maximize your revenue. So out of a limited budget I have, how can I choose who will be those 500 customers out of 1,000 customers whom I should send that, whom I should call or send a campaign or send an SMS or send an email for the invite? Who will be those potentially interested people? How will I choose that, right? So it's all magic in a layman term, right? So this is what we are going to do with data, right? So our course involves 5 modules, right? So we are going to cover 5 modules. So these 5 modules are, so first module will be Python. So Python is a programming language. This is one of the most powerful languages ever to have experienced by mankind. So we can do a lot of things using Python. We can do a website creation. We can do software building thing using Python. We can do machine learning, artificial intelligence. We can build chatbots. We can convert a voice into a text. We can convert a text into a voice. Everything is possible using Python. So we'll be covering Python as our programming language. It is a very easy language. It's not like a C, C++, Java kind of a language. Someone who doesn't have any experience into Python need not to worry about that. We are covering everything from scratch, but here the Python is functional Python. Everything has been already in the form of built-in function, right? For example, I want you to do a prime number kind of a program, right? We used to do prime number as a simple program in C, C++. People who are coming from IT background must understand, right? Over here in Python, we already have a function named prime. You just have to pass those numbers, and the output will come that these are the prime numbers. We don't have to code at all. We just have to remember the name of the functions to anything, right? So it's a very easy programming language. For example, a data has been given to you. How will you analyze that data? So I told you to give me 10 insights of out of that data. What will be those insights that you will figure out, right? I told you to find out 10 mistakes out of that data, right? How will you figure out that? What will be those 10 mistakes? So these are the things that we do on the day to day real life basis. So this is a very practical, very hands on, very intuitive course, very close to real world. So whatever I do over the 5 days of the week, we are going to cover here in 2 days over the weekends, right? So it's going to be a very practical course, very close to the kind of things that are being used in the industry. So you can take it as an internship program, where you can show this as an experience, because everything that we are going to cover is being accepted by the industry, right? So Python as a first module. Then we are going to statistics, right? In statistics, we are covering what are the basic statistic functions we need to take care, what are those statistics concepts that we need to understand for this field, right? And the third module will be machine learning. This is the main module, right? People believe data science is all about Python, but Python is just a language, right? It's just a language. It's just like a Hindi or an English language. But if you don't know the content, what to speak in Hindi or English, that language has no use. If you don't know the content, right? If you don't know what demonetization is, what unemployment is, you may be aware of 10 languages. That is not going to help you, right? So machine learning is the core content that we are going to solve, right? So machine learning involves problems related to prediction, forecasting. For example, we are launching a new car. What should be the market price we should set for that car or any product, right? How companies estimate price of a product that they launch, right? This is one of the machine learning problem. Bank gives loan to a lot of people. A lot of people defaults and don't repay, right? Bank earn profit from the interest they get from those loans. But if people are not returning back the principal, the bank department will be in loss, right? So how will bank be able to understand whom they should give the loan and whom they should not, right? How they will identify who can be potential defaulter in future, right? People will default in future. They are not defaulting at the time of getting the loan. They are defaulting in future. After getting the money, they are defaulting. So how can I make sure I give loans to only those people who are not going to default? It's a magic in layman terms, right? This is what is one of the projects we will be doing. This is called credit risk model in financial industry, in analytics, data science industry. So this will be one of the projects that is being created in a lot of industries that we will be doing in this course. Another thing will be, for example, I am Airtel. A lot of customers leave every year. Now I want to understand out of current pool of customers I have, who will be those customers who will be leaving, right, in next 1 year. So what will I do with those customers? I will give them retention offers, right? If I know who's going to leave, I'll say your plan from 600 rupees has been reduced to 300 rupees. A lot of customers will will trust my words and will not change their plan, right? So I will save a lot of customers who are leaving, right? A business is all about customers. If customers are leaving, my revenues are going down. If I am able to save customers by spending a small amount, I am saving my business, right? I am saving billions of amount of money that I may lose by losing customers, right? So this is what is one of the projects that we will be doing in this course. Who will be potential customers? Those customers can be telecom customers, that can be customers of a retail company or a food chain. It can be any customer. It can be a company's uh, an IT company's employee as well, right? HR department wants to understand who can be the potential defaulters, not defaulters, sorry, who can be potential people who can lapse or churn or leave the organization in next 1 year, right? So that they understand what kind of people are having different concerns, what concerns they can have, why they are trying to leave, who will be those people out of, say, I have 50,000 people in my organization. How will I identify who can be those people who will be leaving, right? So lot of problems. The cancer detection will be one project that we will be doing using historic data of customers who had cancers, right? So people who had cancers and people who don't have cancers, we will analyze their data and will understand for a new customer whose file has came up to us, that customer has a cancer or not, right? So these kind of projects where there involves prediction, forecasting, we'll be doing all those things, right? Two other modules will be there: SQL, structured query language. So SQL is nothing but a data analysis language, which is nothing but a very simple English language query. So whatever we are doing with Python, we can do the same with SQL. SQL doesn't do the machine learning part of the world. So for machine learning and all other things, we require Python. But for simple data analysis, if you don't know the Python, you can do it the same with SQL also, SQL also, structured query language, right? So that is one thing which is being used in industry a lot. SQL, we'll be covering that as fourth module, and fifth module will be NLP, natural language processing. So NLP is natural language processing with text data. So a lot of text data has been generated in the past, right? So how machine can only understand numbers, right? Computer can only understand numbers. Computer doesn't understand what English is, right? How can we make computer understand what tenses are, what verbs are, what English is, what Hindi is, what sarcasm is, what a negative sentence is, right? So how will we make computer understand the text data, right? For example, I have news articles from various topics, right? I have a news article from sports. I have a news article related to Donald Trump. I have a news article related to coronavirus. How will machine identify by looking at the content that this topic belongs to this category? How can I automatically tag? Human beings can do that by learning, by reading that text. How can we train machines to learn that text, right? That's why it is called machine learning. Machine is learning on behalf of human beings. So we are doing a lot of automation, lot of such things where we are replicating uh, whatever human beings can do. We are able to make machines learn all those things, right? So this is what the curriculum is all about, right? And then uh, any questions so far? Yeah, go ahead.
And no question. It's going fine.
Others?
Are you offering job assistance as well?
Sorry.
I want to switch into the particular domain. So currently I'm into marketing. So how will you help me in this case? Likewise, if I go for the course,
So you are in marketing and you
I,
want to do similar
I
kind
want
of
to
thing.
yeah, I want to switch into data science. I'm familiar with Python and likewise working on Kaggle as well.
Mm-hmm.
Likewise, the libraries like Matplotlib, PyPlot, Seaborn. So
Mm-hmm.
like want to upgrade somewhat more, perform
Yeah,
some more projects, and then want to switch. So
yeah.
this
Right.
is what my requirement are. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So we are covering a lot of marketing analytics problems over here. Like, for
Hmm.
example, who will be the customers who will be leaving us? This is a typical marketing analytics churn model, right?
Hmm.
Who will be potential defaulter? This is another marketing analytics risk-based problem, right? So
Yeah.
we are doing 8 real-world projects in this course, which belongs to different industries. So these projects will cover some use cases of healthcare, some